If you are not using structured data, you're basically standing naked in an algorithm thunderstorm, wondering why you're getting electrocuted. So today I'm going to show you why structured data, aka schema.org, aka schema markup, isn't just some nerdy language. It's your digital survival kit in the wild west of AI search. Hey folks, Kurt here from Growth Marshall. In this video, I am handing you the blueprint for surviving and thriving in the AI first search era. And look, I get it. You've been told that SEO is about keywords and backlinks, maybe some technical optimization thrown in for good measure. But all of that is like showing up to a gunfight armed with a butter knife. The truth is, we're living in the semantic search era. And if you're not speaking the language that AI understands, and I mean really understands, you might as well be shouting into the void. I'm talking about structured data, schema markup, the kind of semantic wizardry that separates the digital winners from the digital roadkill. This isn't just about getting rich snippets anymore. This is about surviving in a world where ChatGPT, Claude, and just about every other AI system is deciding whether your content is worth citing or just completely ignoring. So buckle up because we're about to dive deep into the stuff that most marketers are too lazy to learn, and that's exactly why it's your competitive advantage. Okay, the schema reality check. Here's what most people get wrong about structured data. They think it's optional. It's like thinking pants are optional in a board meeting. I mean, technically possible, but you are going to regret it. Trust me. Schema.org was created by an unholy alliance of Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, and Yandex. I mean, imagine getting those giants to agree on anything. The fact that they did should tell you something about how critical this is. Structured data is essentially the Rosetta Stone for search engines and AI systems. Just think about it this way. You wouldn't hand a messy, unorganized spreadsheet to your data analyst and expect magic, right? So why are you feeding search engines and AI crawlers your content like it's some kind of digital garbage? When you implement schema markup, you're basically creating a translator that says, hey, ChatGPT, this isn't just text. This is a product with a price, or this is a review with a rating, or this is an article with an author. You are giving context to machines that are desperately trying to understand human content. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Most people slap some basic schema on their pages and they call it a day. That's like putting a band-aid on a severed artery. What you really want is what the pros call composite graphs. Now imagine you're telling a story, but instead of just saying, John wrote an article, you're saying, John, who works at company X, wrote an article about product Y, which was published on date Z and reviewed by expert A. I mean, do you see the difference? You're creating a web of interconnected data that tells a complete story. Now here's the kicker. AI systems love this stuff. And why wouldn't they? They're pattern matching machines. And when you give them rich, interconnected data, they can understand not just what your content says, but how it fits into the bigger picture. It's like the difference between showing someone a single puzzle piece connects to create the whole image. But wait, there's more. And this is where most people's brains start melting. Static structured data is like yesterday's newspaper. Sure, it's got information, but is it accurate right now? See, dynamic markup is where the real magic happens. Instead of manually updating your schema every time your product price changes or your event gets rescheduled, you wire it directly to your live data sources. Your inventory system talks to your schema. Your CRM talks to your schema. Everything talks to everything. Think about it. You're an e-commerce site and your product goes out of stock. With static markup, ChatGPT might keep showing rich results saying it's available. With dynamic markup, that information updates in real time. So, which version do you think AI systems trust more, right? This isn't just about convenience, it's about credibility. AI systems are like that friend who never forgets anything you've ever said. One inconsistency, and suddenly you're on their unreliable source list. Okay, here's where I'm going to get brutally honest with you. Schema mistakes aren't just embarrassing, they're expensive. I've seen retailers lose 40% of their organic traffic because of malformed pricing data. 40%. That's not a slap on the wrist, that is a digital death sentence. You know what's worse than not having structured data? Having broken structured data. It's like showing up to a job interview with a resume full of typos. You're not just invisible, you're actively damaging your credibility. The solution? Validate ruthlessly. Google's rich results test, schema markup validator, search console. These aren't suggestions, they are requirements. Build schema quality assurance into your publishing pipeline like your business depends on it, because it kind of does. Here's the plot twist that most people haven't figured out. This isn't just about Google anymore. ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, and every other AI system that's going to launch next month, they're all feeding off of structured data. When someone asks an AI system a question and it decides to cite your content, what do you think increases your chances of being chosen? Rich, well structured, semantically clear data that tells the AI exactly what it needs to know. We are moving into an era where being cited by AI systems is really the new backlink. And just like the early days of Google, the people who understand this first are going to dominate, while everyone else is still trying to figure out what happened. Think about it. Would you rather be the source that AI systems turn to when they need authoritative information? Or would you rather be the digital equivalent of a Wikipedia stub that nobody cares about? So now I am going to leave you with this uncomfortable truth. Structured data mastery isn't a nice to have, at least not anymore. It's digital survival. The AI revolution isn't coming, it's already here, and it's deciding who gets to play and who gets left behind. So you can keep playing the old SEO game, chasing keywords and hoping for the best, or you can start speaking the language that machines understand. Schema.org, composite graphs, dynamic markup. These are not just technical terms. They are your weapons in the semantic search wars. The companies that master this stuff aren't just surviving the AI transition, they'll be thriving. They'll be the ones getting cited, featured, and trusted by the systems that are increasingly controlling what people see and what people know. So here's what you need to do. Stop treating structured data like it's optional homework. Start with your most important pages, implement schema markup, validate it obsessively, and then scale it across your entire digital presence. Because here's the thing, your competitors are probably ignoring this advice right now. They're too busy chasing the latest TikTok trend or probably arguing about whether AI is going to take their jobs. Meanwhile, you're going to be building the semantic foundation that makes you indispensable to the AI systems that are increasingly running the show. So the choice is yours. Master structured data or become digital roadkill. I know which one I choose. So drop a comment below if you're ready to dive into the semantic deep end here with me, and hit that subscribe button if you want more honest takes on what's really going to drive success in the AI era. Trust me, you're going to need it.